Baby, darling, baby, so sorry. Is my wife back? Is my wife back? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hi, good evening. I'm Professor Za. Welcome back to Chapter 4 of Killing Time. Just to remind you and to recap a bit, in the last scene of Chapter 3, I was already caught by the GST, Gang Seeking Time Machine. But thanks to my future self, who was later killed by the GST, he gave me a contraption called the Chronos, which he claimed could be used as a weapon against this GST. And I have the Chronos, prop man, the Chronos. I have to figure out how to use this futuristic Chronos, does this look like a Chronos to you? Hashtag dumbass, somebody get him fired. Hashtag throw him out. Chronos, yes, that's better. Chronos is a machine from the future which I don't know how to use. But it can be used as a weapon against the GST, who has already got me in their grasp now on the MRT. But I don't know what to press. So why don't we mosey on down to my usual table and let's find out what happens next. Sorry, still gotta look good even though it's a stressful situation. Let's get this out of the way and let's get back to the story. So these two GST guys have me stuck in between them, unable to escape on the MRT. And all I have to save myself is the Chronos, of which I have no clue as to what to use. So what else I would do? I think what most geniuses like myself would do. I would do the eeny, miny, mo concept, which normally works for me. But this being something from the future, even though my future self was very general and said it can be used as a weapon, I suspect it has something to do with time. Keep your fingers crossed, guys. I'm going to do the eeny, miny, mo now. Okay. Eeny, miny, mo. Waste. Let's give it a shot. Please make it work. Eureka! He disappeared! But some guy took over his place. This guy looks like some French guy from the revolutionary French Revolution, Marie Antoinette days. But I don't know. Before the other GST guy realizes I better do something about it. I'll worry about this French guy later. Let's deal with this other GST guy first. Say hello to my little friend. Bon voyage, GST. He's gone. But it's funny. I mean, there's this funny-looking Nazi guy in front of me now. You know, Nazi guy. I don't care if Nazi is better than GST. So my ingenious eeny, miny, mo concept worked. I knew I was a genius. I got a new problem now. There are two this babbling guy going parlez-vous français, sont les mots qui vont très bien ensemble, mon ami, mi goreng, whatever. And this guy going Schweinhund, Achtung, next to me here. They're really irritating me, but it worked. But I'm sure you're wondering, just as I'm wondering right now, what actually happened to those two GST guys? But I do know since I wrote the story, okay? So let me tell you what happened to those guys, okay? In time travel, if you were to send somebody to another timeline, someone else has to come to the present timeline to take over his place. So let me tell you the woeful fate of GST guy number 1. What happened to him was, I transported him inadvertently to the time of the French Revolution. And it so happened he took the place of some guy who's already in the guillotine just before the blade fell. Hooray! Bye-bye GST, serve you right. There goes his head. Okay? And you know what happened to the second GST? Well, he ended up maybe as a spy or whatever it is, I don't know. I don't want to get too political or anything sensitive, but whatever it is, he's in front of a firing squad just seconds before they pull the trigger. But the train's still moving, and these two guys from the past are bothering me. This German guy who keeps sputtering German, now they're bothering me and pulling me. I'm trying to stand up and they're pulling me and refusing to let me go. I don't know how to get away from these guys now. And when I suddenly saw the auntie from last episode walking towards me, and that gave me an idea. Auntie, come sit here. Come, we got two chatty people here. You can talk to them. They like me and everything old people like. Come sit down here, auntie. Come. Thank you very much. So I gave her the seat, and I found my way towards the exit door. As I stood in front of the exit door, I looked at the chronos, thinking to myself, I've got to find out more about this contraption. It is basically a mobile time machine. Maybe I could use it for other purposes that can help me out of this despicable situation other than getting rid of the GST. I mean, like, maybe there's some other way that I can settle this time machine problem without even having to collect all the components. I still got about 4 components to find. So I had to take some time to study these chronos. As I waited for the train to stop at the next Semantan station, I tried to study the chronos as best I could. So the ways has something to do with location, time. What about the Facebook? Facebook is identity, personality. WhatsApp basically is communicating. So there's a lot for me to figure out, but it's okay, I'm a genius. I'll somehow figure it out sooner or later. So the train is slowly coming to a halt. So I was still trying to figure out how to work out the chronos when suddenly somebody grabbed it away from me. And to my shock and horror and awe and amazement and everything else surprising word that you can think of in the thesaurus or dictionary or whatever it is, I noticed it was me. Me, myself, who grabbed it away from me. Why? Who is this me now? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of chapter 4. And I'm sure you're wondering too, why is another version of me from the future here again when one version had already come back to warn me against inventing the time machine and he's already been killed. Now there's another version of me, another older version of me who's grabbing my only instrument that could be my salvation away from me. Why? Well, to find out the answer, you'll just have to wait for the next chapter that I am looking forward to myself because I too want to know. Because I can't see the future. I haven't invented a time machine yet. So until we meet again, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.